Hi everyone, welcome to this week's reading. For something that I found interesting this week in the reading was the 5 stages of team development. It talks about the 5 stages that there is in developing a team and how the team norms and cohesiveness affect performance. I honestly, as I was reading this, I didn't think it took much for a team to develop. Obviously, when we do projects in school, it's only for a little while, maybe a week or two. And we split up the work, we divide it, and everyone has their own part. They rehearse their part, they do their part, and then when they present, it just is what it is. But as I'm looking at the stages of, there's a forming stage, a storming stage, a norming stage, a performance stage, and an adjuring stage. I don't know how to pronounce it right now. It's fine. But I didn't see working in a group as having this many stages. I just think of it as if you work in a group, you get your work done and you hope for a good grade. But there's literally different periods. Like a forming stage is literally the period of getting acquainted and being with other people. But nowadays we just all work in a PowerPoint. We just pick certain slides and we work off those slides. And then there's a period of conflict or competition as individuals, personalities merge and come together. I don't think that's the thing either, because literally maybe it was before when we were younger, but now we all work off PowerPoint slides and we just work individually but come together when it comes to the presentation. And then there's a norming stage, and in the norming stage it's the conflict gets resolved and everyone gets along and everyone gets to talk about everything. Like I said, that doesn't happen. And then you get to performance, and then that's it. The performance is you present your project. I just find it so crazy how there's so much more once we take this class and learn about these things, that we see that there's actual stages, but we would never know that because we're just oh, I have to work on this project and get my side done. So, and then for question 2, what has been done in your job to increase cohesiveness, and what would you suggest be done? So at my job, we have events where employees get to hang out and be together, and especially with their account execs, since I work in sales. At the moment, they're organizing a casino night after hours, which I don't know if I would do. It's just too much being on the computer as it is right now. I don't think making people join these events and socialize with other members really works to make bonds. It's just forced kind of thing. But then again, people still don't make connections or bonds even if they do go to these things. I think it just should be something that happens organically, something that just happens when you're at work. Obviously it's different now since we're all virtual, and I guess that's the way right now, is to do virtual events, and maybe that way you'll forge a bond. As humans, we're social beings and we create bonds. It's just a natural thing. I just don't think that making us go to events at work to socialize with others really works, unless you're networking and need to form a relationship for business. I just think that it doesn't form a genuine relationship. It's more of a forced relationship and bond and stuff. And then it goes, how would you respond if you discovered someone you know was hazed by a work group they recently joined? So honestly, I don't know if I would insert myself unless it's someone that I know and I spoke to and decided to come to me and tell me about it. I don't really think I would insert myself, because how do I know that person wants help? What if they want to be a part of this group so bad that they're willing to deal with the hazing? Let's just take college. A lot of people join sororities and fraternities, and they know they're possibly getting hazed, but they still go through it, and they do some really rude stuff to them, but they're willing to deal with it, and everyone knows everyone's getting hazed, and it's just still happening. People still join fraternities and frats. So maybe to them it's worth it to be hazed, even if it's in a work setting. I honestly think unless the person tells me that they feel uncomfortable and they don't want to deal with this, then I would go to someone that I trust, that it's an authority figure, and I would be like, hey, this is going on. Is there any way you could help me? Someone that I trust. I wouldn't just go to just anyone because I feel like it wouldn't make as much of an impact.